Hey everybody, it's the Cinema Dude, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're actually in the living room today to look at my film scores and film soundtracks. This all came about because Lala Records put out, actually last week, and it actually got here very fast, this new limited edition of the Burbs. And you guys know that this is one of my favorite movies, and just have never been able to get it on CD. They've just been kind of expensive, so this was a limited release. So I hopped on that. Actually, pretty fairly priced. It was only like $20, and so that's like typical new music, anyway. So, but yeah, I was able to get the soundtrack. Music done by Jerry Goldsmith, one of my favorite movie scores and stuff. So I thought I wanted to show you the rest of them. So let's kind of get right into it. Some of them are a little tight in there, but so we'll start down here. And how I have it is the first bunch right here are all John Williams scores. Then we go into some more film scores, followed by like soundtracks. And then there's some down there as well. So first, and a lot of these, I got these pretty cheap places. This one is by request, the best of John Williams and the Boston Pops. So of course it has kind of what you would think, you know, the Olympic Fair, the March from Superman, Raiders theme, the Jaws theme. So kind of cool, kind of mixture of stuff. And then this one is Hollywood Directors. It's music of Steven Spielberg, but of course it is all John Williams stuff. So you have Jaws, Schindler's List, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom's one. You got The Last Crusade on credits, E.T., Hook, 1941, Jurassic Park, Close Encounters, another Schindler's List one. Kind of cool. That's the only part where I break, kind of, because these are all film scores. But this is the Home Alone soundtrack, I guess you would say. But it does have the two John Williams productions there. And then, actually three, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's three on here. And then everything else is the stuff that was played in the, let's see, that one is, some of these aren't actually, yeah, because they are missing a few other ones that aren't in the movie, but yeah, there's some in there. And then probably one of my favorite musicals, Fiddler on the Roof. And again, this is, doesn't say on here what it is, but, you know, John Williams did the score here, but then there's also, you know, of course, singing and stuff like that, so. And then probably my favorite John Williams score, also one of my favorite movies, Raiders of the Lost Ark. So this is from 95. So this, they've had ones that are like the complete trilogy, and then they put out one that had all four of them on there, but I just got the Raiders one there. And now to hit the big portion of it, so these are all of the Star Wars ones. So I have Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, and Revenge of the Sith came with another disc as well. Then you have, these are from, I believe, 04. Yep. So then you have New Hope. My favorite Star Wars one of Empire Strikes Back. I just love that score. I got to see this played by the Rochester Philharmonic Orchestra last year, I want to say. And it was, yep, Empire Strikes Back with, them doing the score. And there are things you notice, which, like when you watch the movie and you watch it with an orchestra, that, like the Battle of Hoth, it's like a 17-minute piece. Like, full, like, and it was like, wow, you don't really actually notice that when you're watching the movie because you're more into, like, what's going on the screen. But if, like, you actually were to just listen to the piece of music, you'd be like, wow, that is a long piece of music. So, very kind of cool there. And then Return of the Jedi. Then The Force Awakens. Last Jedi. Rise of Skywalker. And this one, and there's like a few, like, it's more of like a DVD, I want to say. And it's like a musical journey. So they have like a bunch of different stuff. And this came out with episode 3. So very kind of cool with that. And then we step out of John Williams. So those are all my kind of John Williams ones. And we pick up with Michael Giacchino and the Rogue One score, which I actually really enjoy the Rogue One score. I think it's really well done, especially too because he didn't have that much time to do it. I think he came on like, it was some like crazy amount, like a month before they were finished editing or something like that, and it was like insane what he got done with the amount of time, but it's a really good score. And the solo. And now we hit some other ones. So we have James Bond 13 original themes. So, of course. Now this one, again, this falls more under the, like, soundtrack one. Because really it's only the Bond theme that's a score piece. Everything else would be a song. But, you have Live and Let Die. You have, Nobody Does It Better by Carly Simon. So, very kind of cool. It goes up to, like, the Roger Moore stuff. Then we have the Godfather trilogy. And this has a collection of songs from each film. So, kind of cool there. Of course, an all-time classic film score of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. This was kind of a cool one I found. Again, just like the record shop of The Bride of Frankenstein. Something you don't really see that often. One, a Universal one, but also on there. Lord of the Rings, Two Towers. The Sting. Again, this one was another one that was like, I forgot where I got this one. It was like super cheap. It wasn't like that, actually. I think it might have been 99 cents or something like that. Another one from the One Record Store, Subspecies. Again, like a Full Moon Pictures release of a soundtrack. Well, actually, it would be a score, but yeah, that's like really cool. And just kind of a random one. And then, of course, your typical horror movie themes, These ones are not, I don't think these ones are, like, actually by the people. I think these are ones that are just, like, ones of, as you can tell, like, there are different people playing, like, jack-o'-lantern music for the Halloween theme and stuff like that, so. And then Hollywood Love Songs. Again, this is more, they're piano ones. So, yeah, so you have different ones, like the Superman Love theme one here. Hollywood's Greatest Hits. Again, just a hodgepodge of different things on here. Of course, you get the John Williams stuff, but then, you get Lawrence of Arabia, Dirty Dancing, Casablanca, Sleepless in Seattle. So, kind of cool things. And then two more of my favorite musicals. You have Grease. Probably one, you know, I do like Fiddler on the Roof, but if you had to pick song for song, I think Grease is the best. I think there's the most, like, poppy kind of, not pop songs, but, like, memorable songs that, like, from start to finish. Then the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And then, like I said, the Burbs soundtrack. Yeah, this is just I don't know, it's really cool, and you get kind of the fun of, you know, some of the different things with that dark, foreboding feeling of some of the scenes. Just a great score. And Goodfellas. This is one of the ones that is not a complete soundtrack. I always hate that sometimes that they'll have one and it won't be the complete stuff. It's definitely missing a whole bunch of stuff off of here. Like it doesn't have the George Harrison song on here and things like that. So, but one of my favorite movies. Now the next two are probably, for at least soundtrack wise, probably my two favorites, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and Volume 2, The Awesome Mix. Just a great mix of songs on here. I'll just show both of it. And some that I didn't know until here, and now they're some of my favorites. Cannot wait until what's on Volume 3, just to complete that. Then we have Ghostbusters. And again, this one does have a few by, this is Elmer Bernstein, because it was Dana's theme, the actual, like, Ghostbusters one. I want to say there was another one, but maybe not. So, there's that. And Ghostbusters 2. And this one is a straight, just, soundtrack. And then Men in Black. Pretty much just, well, and then again, too, the Danny Elfman opening, closing themes. And then pretty much just Men in Black by Will Smith. Lion King. Again, you have, which is there? Oh, yeah, there is. There is a Hans Zimmer score stuff, along with a whole bunch of the, you know, things, you know, Elton John, Circle of Life. The Pulp Fiction soundtrack. This one's actually kind of cool, too, because, and I think they did this also, too, with the Ocean's, like, 11 soundtrack, too, is that it cuts between songs and then, like, quotes and scenes from the movies. So, there's that one. And then the last three, Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. Again, a whole bunch of kind of indie artists on there. And then the Pretty in Pink soundtrack. It's pretty cool new wave ones on there in punk. And then finally the Scream 2 soundtrack. So everybody, that was my film scores and soundtracks. As you can tell, skew a lot to John Williams because he is my favorite. But yeah, like I said, really kind of cool ones. Definitely comment below. Do you collect any film scores or soundtracks? And what are your favorites? And I hope everyone has a great week. Next week will probably be a new in the queue. I got some new things that I would like to share with you guys, so check out for that one. But instead, everybody have a great week. And remember, be kind, rewind, and make sure your CDs don't skip. All right, everybody, have a great week. Bye.